And welcome back. John Gunnison is here today, owner of Republic Windows. Really good, fine product, but we're going to talk about your background a little bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
In fact,
there is a very famous town.
Yeah, it's a small cow town. It's maybe 5,000 people in the town, 2,500 people in the school called Western State, Colorado University, and that's where I went to school. So it was fun being named Gunnison, and he's my great-great-grand uncle.
That's cool.
Yeah. He was commissioned to do an overland railroad route. He was an engineer, and he looked for an overland railroad route.
That's really
1856.
neat.
So yeah, it was. Then he got killed in Gunnison, Utah, by the Ute Indians.
Oh, jeez. Well, how did you get out to here? How did you get out to California?
Well, I transferred. You know, I got a job transfer out with a development company, and I was building houses out here, and I just got pretty tired of the banking industry and not financing houses, and so I just started my own company. Republic. So it started in 1992.
So a lot of experience here, and with your background as a general contractor, it's not about just somebody who bought a franchise and is sticking up windows, which there are a lot of them out there that are like that.
There are.
You know your stuff. You know when a window is taken out. You know what everything is called. You know a jack stud from a king stud and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. One of my jobs, I would go into a freshly framed house, and it was my job to make sure that everything was square and plumb. And so after thousands of those houses in my career, looking through and, you know, kind of placing yourself in a house so that you could see if everything was plumb and square, you walk into these houses and you can kind of tell what's going on, and you kind of have X-ray vision. In the walls. You know,
yeah, exactly.
Because you know how they're built.
Yeah, with your experience, I think that's one of the biggest plus for Republic Windows. You got a fantastic product, but you have an owner that goes far beyond just knowing how to put in windows.
Well, I measure my own jobs.
Yeah.
And I do that for a reason. I want to make sure that no mistakes are made. And then I actually have installed 20,000 windows with my own hands.
Wow. And
so that makes a difference when you're really looking at how a window's going to be installed. It makes a big difference. I don't think a lot of companies, certainly a lot of owners, are not doing that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the way those windows go in. They go in very quickly, and one of the reasons that we're talking about, of course, replacement windows, is that when you have the old aluminum frames in there, the actual frame stays there. Am I right?
The frame
so you're not pulling out wood or anything like that?
No, you're not taking the frames out because you would disturb the water table or waterproofing.
Right.
And so we're attaching to the frame of the wall. So when we put the window in, we actually caulk to the flat part of the frame on the wall once we take the windows out, the glass part, the sash and the fixed section. And they call it an interlocking device. We take all that out of there, vacuum it up, and vacuum all the dirt up, and then we put the window in over the frame. Yeah.
Okay.
So the frame goes away. You'll never see.
We're seeing some on the screen here.
There you go. Yeah. So some of the you'll never see the frame again. It goes away.
And here's an example here. There's so many different styles that you can get. And I don't even know if it's almost like a slider under a fix there. Right. Is that one unit?
That's like one. That? It's one piece, yeah. So the
is.
Factory molds they put together connects two windows, and then they send us that one window.
Okay.
And then we take out the frame and cut the pieces appropriately, and then we put that in.
Okay. Yeah. So again, something like that can just go on.
Oh yeah, yeah. People think it might be simple, but you know, I have guys that have been working for me for 16, 17 years now, and they're really good at it. They're fast. And they make it look easy, but it's not really as easy as you
there's
think.
a technique there.
Yeah, there is a technique.
Yeah, it is. Sure. Now, if you're, today we got a little bit of rain out there. So when John came in, I asked, hey, what happens when you've got your install scheduled and it's raining? Whether it might be just a little drizzle. Obviously, if it's pouring out, that might be a whole different thing. But can you still install sometimes? And if it's just like a day like this, kind of light rain?
Most of the time we can. And it's just drizzling a little bit today. In fact, I brought my nice jacket.
Yes, I love your jacket
I don't get to wear my jacket very much because
neither do I.
Warm, you know? But today was drizzly. So, but my crews are out today, and basically we tuck up underneath an eave typically, and you can't caulk in downpour rain. You can't do it. It'll just wash out of the window.
Yeah.
But typically we're under an eave, and we just have to be a little bit more cautious about how we go inside and out of the house. We have runners down, but you know, when you walk from wet grass into the concrete steps and then into the house, you just have to be a little more careful about what you do for cleanliness and cleanup. But typically we can go out most days. If it's actually actively raining, we have to call it. And
Yeah,
we have to
of
call the
course.
customer. And it causes a little bit of chaos in our schedule because every single day we're scheduled.
Right.
So typically we have to jump to a Saturday or kind of gently push everybody ahead.
Yeah,
It
it's just
causes a
the way
little bit
it
of
is.
trouble if it's really raining.
Now, you guys obviously do windows, but you also do, a lot of people here have sliders. Some people have the interior sliders. They go to, I forget what units they are.
Atriums.
Yeah, but they have the atriums.
Sure,
like
we do
that.
those.
Yeah.
In fact, we are doing a project. The front door only opens one side. And,
really?
And she said, well, I really need another door. I said, well, I need to put another door in because I can't get my slider through there to get to the atrium. It's landlocked, you know.
Yeah.
So I can't get a slider, the patio door sliders through the one door. I have to have a double door. She's putting another door in, and we can then put the patio door in. It's pretty
Okay.
interesting. So yeah, it's just that job's coming up pretty soon. Yeah.
Now, as far as the different styles, we've talked about, and I found it very interesting because I told John at one time, we were thinking of putting in French doors out upstairs on our balcony. They look great, and I know you put them in.
Yes.
But your opinion is that they're a little bit more hassle as far as the owner.
It depends on
Yeah.
how much room you have
Yeah.
inside the room and outside. You can open the doors, but what do you do once you open them?
Right.
They have to be, somehow they have to stabilize, and you have to put them outside, and then you have a hard time screening that opening. Or if they open in, sometimes they're in the way.
Right.
So patio door sliders are easier to screen, and the door stays in the track. So people do buy French doors. In fact, it's the most looked at
I bet
word.
it is. Yeah.
It's the most looked at word in Google.
Is it really?
French doors. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how they start.
Well, they
start
look
to-
fantastic.
I know
Let's
they
face
do.
it. They
I know.
really do.
But once you really talk through talk through the process of putting a French door in, you go, oh, I never thought about what I'm going to do with the door.
Yeah.
It always has to shut.
And the screen.
Yeah, and the screen. What do you do with it?
Yeah.
They have those height screens.
They do.
But they eventually don't work. And so it's not as clean as a patio door. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
if somebody wants them, you know how to put them in.
We put them in. Sure. We put them in
Now,
all the time.
I know you, whenever you come on, you usually have some kind of a special for the Laguna Woods Village
Oh
residents.
yeah, we have a
right?
$200 gift certificate or gift card on our website. So if you go down and just push the button, it'll print for you.
Nice.
And give that at the time of the estimate. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And one other point I was going to make. We have a lot of variation in the weather now, and so you're going to have hot, you're going to have cold,
Right.
And so it's really time to get your windows. If you're thinking about it, it's really time to
It is.
get going on it because it's going to get hot, and you've got a lot of different weather styles right now. So it might make a difference. It will make a difference.
It will.
In your house for sure.
And I've talked to you about this before in that I think you do the opposite thing if you upgrade your AC system before you upgrade your
Oh, boy.
windows.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it really, honestly,
Yeah.
you're a window guy, that's what you do. But in general, I think logically, it doesn't make
We
sense.
go first.
The windows
Windows
first.
and
yeah.
doors first because I've had people do their air conditioning and haven't replaced their windows.
Yeah.
And I'm there and I said, turn
Yeah,
your air conditioning on
exactly.
just for the heck of it. Let's go outside. And if they lick their lips and put their lips real close to the windows, you can actually feel air coming out of the house. So it's really, you need to seal the envelope of your house up before you
Yeah.
think about putting air conditioning in
It's
it.
like washing your feet before you put on clean socks. Am I right? that whole saying. But it's true.
It is true.
It's how we did it. It makes far
Yeah.
more sense. Somebody wants to get their windows done. Talk me through it. What is the first step? They give you a call at 949-462-9190,
Right.
or even better, LagunaWoodsWindows.com. Get that coupon.
Sure.
And then when's the process from there?
And then what they do is call our office, schedule an appointment, and either myself or one of my guys will come down, depending
Okay.
upon our schedule. We're kind of overloaded right now, but if whatever their convenience is, we schedule appointments from 8 until 6 o'clock. Now we have light, with the daylight savings
Yeah.
time, so it's a little later. So we'll send somebody down and we'll measure all the windows up and give them an exact quote.
Okay.
Yeah, right then.
And then from there,
If they choose to use us, then basically we just continue the process.
Yeah.
They write us a deposit check, and then 4 weeks later we have the job done. It
All
takes
right.
about 3 weeks to get the windows built, and then it takes about a week to get you my schedule queue.
all
So,
right.
yeah,
Very
works
good. So give Republic Windows a call, and John's fine people will help you out. Their number again, 949-462-9190. The website, lagunawoodswindows.com. You see that coupon code there. You just click it and print it, and you're all set to go. And really, it makes a tremendous difference.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
It really does.
Good to see you.
Thanks
I
a
like
lot.
the jacket, even
No,
though you
thank
don't get
Nice
to wear
and
it.
shiny.
All right, we'll be
thanks.
back.
Thank you.